Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're about to take a deep dive into something pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
It's all about biophoton emissions. You know, light emitted by living things.
Yeah, exactly.
We've got a brand new research article straight from the PubMed Center.
Oh, wow.
And an email exchange that I think is going to make things pretty interesting.
Okay.
So this article, it lays out some pretty fascinating stuff. It confirms that our bodies emit light.
Really?
But get this. It's like 1,000 times weaker than what our eyes can actually see.
Wow. I had no idea.
They even found that this emission, it kind of fluctuates throughout the day.
Interesting.
Maybe syncing up with our metabolic rhythms or something.
Sort of like human glow sticks.
Kind of, but way, way dimmer. But then we get this email and things get kind of wild.
Okay, what's in the email?
It claims there's a 73-year-old man in India who emits visible light.
Wait, hold on. Visible? Like you can actually see it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Huh.
And not just in person. They say he can even transmit it through video calls. It sounds crazy, right? Like straight out of a movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty big claim. You know, though, the research paper, it focuses on these ultra-weak emissions.
Right.
But it doesn't completely rule out that, you know, under certain conditions, there could be higher intensity emissions.
So you're saying there's a chance this guy's the real deal?
Well, it's definitely possible. We still don't know everything about human biology. There could be all sorts of stuff we haven't discovered yet.
Yeah, true.
I mean, look, this email even mentions different wavelengths of light.
Yeah, I noticed that. What's that all about? Could it be something unique about this guy? Maybe his genes or something?
It's definitely a possibility. Imagine if some people, because of their genes or maybe where they live,
Yeah.
could just naturally emit biophotons at a much higher intensity than the rest of us.
Like a superpower almost.
Yeah, kind of, but, and this is a big but, we can't just jump to conclusions.
Right.
We need solid evidence, you know? Without that, we can't really say if this is actually happening or if it's just, I don't know, some kind of trick of the light.
Yeah, I get it. It's easy to get carried away with the what ifs.
Exactly.
But the email does mention screenshots and witnesses, so it sounds like they really believe what they're seeing.
Oh, for sure. They definitely seem convinced. But remember, just because someone sees something doesn't mean it's objective truth, right?
True.
We need actual measurements, controlled experiments, you know, the whole 9 yards.
You talk about real science.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's go back to the research paper for a sec. It mentioned a possible link between biophotons and oxidative stress.
Right.
Now, I know oxidative stress is linked to aging, you know, all sorts of diseases.
Yeah.
So could this be like a game changer for how we approach healthcare?
You're thinking ahead. That's exactly the kind of question researchers are exploring. What if we could, like, read these biophoton emissions, use them to spot diseases early on, or track someone's overall health?
That would be incredible.
It would be revolutionary. We're still in the early stages, but the potential is huge. So we've got this solid scientific evidence that humans emit light, even if it's usually super faint.
Right.
And then we have this unverified account that's just, like, exploding with questions.
It's like we opened a Pandora's box or something.
Totally, but that's what's so cool about science, right? It's all about constantly discovering new things, even if those discoveries lead to even more questions.
I mean, think about it. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg?
Exactly.
What if there's way more to these biophotons than we currently understand?
It makes you think, right? What are their secrets? Could they be hiding? I guess we'll just have to wait and see what future research uncovers.
Until then, we can all just keep glowing in the dark ever so slightly.
That's right, each and every one of us.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you then.